All right, we're going to break down these frontside spins, starting with this frontside 180. So we'll go and just get it going completely from the start. Setup carve angle's pretty good here, but one thing I want to point out here is see how your head's positioned looking over here. We really want it being positioned over here, much closer to where you're taking off, because that's going to make you pre-spin. So like see now how your chest is already preemptively open. That's all happening because your head was spotting the center. Where if your head was spotting like right here, then your shoulders and everything would be a bit more closed off, give you more range of motion to play with. The actual setup carve, nice takeoff off the tail, good power. But what you're going to find here is every time you do this, you're going to land really tail heavy or really heel heavy. And that's because a frontside free 180 doesn't have enough rotation to like rebalance. So this would have been really solid on a frontside 360 with just slight tweaks. But for an actual frontside 180, we need to take that upper body and have it pulled all the way over top your knees. So see here how your upper body is positioned behind your knees. That's just never going to work because we don't have much rotation. We sort of need to think about popping a frontside 180 like a straight air. So as we go and do the actual rotation, we need to hyper exaggerate how much our chest is over our legs. So when we pop up, we're keeping our chest over top of our knees. A good way to think about this is we sort of want to be doing it like a hard way front one, where you pop off those toes so we can land off those toes. Because if we're over the heels, we'll rotate and land over the heels. So if you want to do a proper frontside 180, you're going to need to really exaggerate how much your chest is over and probably lessen your pop, because popping is going to pull you back, make it a lot harder. So we sort of want to do front ones where it's just like rotation through here, pop off, counter rotate through here. It's really, really hard to do a frontside 180 with full pop like you're trying to do here, unless your technique's absolutely perfect. So what would we do? We'd increase the bend of the legs, we'd stagger it more towards that back foot, we'd pull the chest even more over top of that knees, so that way as you do pop up, you keep your chest over top of your knees. And that should fix your frontside 180s, and having the weight pulled a bit more over your back foot is actually going to be something that helps you go and land a bit more, both feet at the same time. For the frontside 360, the changes we're going to make here are really subtle. Let me just watch it through quickly. Really nice setup carve here. This is a really great setup carve on the frontside 360. Good toe pressure all the way. It's just the head positioning that's holding you back. So see here how as you're snapping the frontside 360, your spot is set all the way over here, but you're taking off over here. And this is making it so as you go and rotate your spin, look at that. Head's over here, so even though your shoulders are closed off, even though your board is straight, everything starts rotating in that direction. So before you're throwing, you're now taking off the jump towards the corner like this. And this makes it so as you snap the spin, you need to go and delay the snap, and this is actually making you over snap, what's going to make it so you can't hold the spot constant on that point. See how your spot is set here, but you're rotating over here, and that's why you're needing to go and have your spot lose position and you can't really see fully. So you do a really good job controlling this, but this frontside 360 will be a million times better with just one change. Taking your head and instead of looking here, looking here. Thinking of it like we're trying to go and spin hard way. Spin off the toes. I know it feels weird. I know it's really strange, but I wouldn't even mind seeing you anti-drift, because remember, you're not taking off from the center of a jump. So we don't want to be spotting the center of a jump. We want to be spotting where we're taking off. So this is just going to give you so much more room for error. It's going to make it so your upper body doesn't go and preemptively rotate as much. It's basically going to remove this section of movement right here where you're winding up, but your chest is open, and then you're having all this rotation before you're actually snapping the spin. And basically that'll just give you way more room to play with. So here I have an example of one where I'm pointing. So see how I'm pointing towards that corner of the jump? My head's looking towards where I'm taking off. In this situation, your head was looking here. Then as I go and hold it, that's making it so even though my upper body starts rotating a bit and my spot shifts, it's keeping me with that little bit longer time being straight, making it so I get more efficient energy to pop. And that's letting me keep my spot more directly underneath where I'm going. And that's just really what's going to help. So just one more time in slow motion here. Pointing towards the corner of a jump. You don't need to do the point, it's just a representation. pointing at it, so that makes it so my snap is delayed that little bit, and that gives me so much more range of motion and power to utilize.